So, you listed Kotaku as your last place of employment. Why did you decide to leave?
They told me to write about video games, and I wrote about placing amiibos in my ass, and then they fired me.
Welcome aboard. You'll be a perfect fit here at Polygon. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of DNA Crows. It has been an exciting news day, and I am joined here by our channel's co-owner, DA Talks. Hey, this is where you tell everybody the exciting news.
Exciting news. No, really good news. Kotaku's in trouble, maybe, hopefully.
Kotaku and Deadspin. So these both part of the Gawker media outlets. And as a lot of people are already aware, Gawker was this is a funny situation. Gawker got sued into the ground, and then they were sold. The new owners came in, said, look, you guys are all talking politics. Enough. Kotaku, you talk games. Deadspin, you talk sports. And we have another site that is all about politics. And the response from the employees was, screw you. We only want to talk about politics, not because we believe in the politics, but because talking politics generates traffic for our sites.
Grifting.
Yes, indeed, Dean. This would be the textbook definition of being a grifter. So we can confirm that the wonderful, well-vaunted journalists at Kotaku and Deadspin are just sleazy little grifters, which makes this next part of the story not that sucky because, they're losing their jobs. Yes.
Yeah, mass layoffs.
Yeah. Now, when we're talking mass layoffs, these seem to be very targeted mass layoffs in the sense that they are running an ideological purge at Kotaku and Deadspin. They've decided that at the end of the day, Kotaku is supposed to be a gaming site, and that is the only thing that they want on their website. And they've decided that Deadspin is supposed to be a sports site, and that is all they want on their website. Which, of course, means that if you have no interest in talking about video games or talking about sports, then maybe you shouldn't have those jobs. I don't know, Dean. You jump in here because I'm being a little facetious, and I kind of just want to call these people spoiled little children that need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, well, pretty soon they will be forced to grow the fuck up because...
Not if Polygon has any say.
Yeah, that's true. They could always go to Polygon. But is Polygon even doing that well? I don't know. That's a video. That's another topic for another video.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks when they announce their layoffs.
Yeah, after they just hired all of these Kotaku writers.
Right.
No, it's pretty great. Do you know the name of the guy who was already fired?
There's been a few, but people have been like recently fired or that were
at Deadspin.
Yes. Okay, so the Deadspin writer is the funniest one. Yes. So the quote unquote journalist who was fired from Deadspin. I love this tweet. I do, because it tells you everything that's wrong here. Hi, I've just been fired from Deadspin for not sticking to sports. Well, I wonder why a sports site would possibly get rid of a journalist, quote unquote, who has no interest in reporting on sports. I mean, come on.
Yeah, what he said isn't necessarily wrong, but it's disingenuous. He was fired because he was told to do something and he disobeyed. You know, like
sort of. He was told not to do something and he disobeyed. Yeah. Here's the thing. Because they run with the title of journalist, even though they have no journalistic ethics or standards, they go ahead and say that they have they're independent editorialist, and they get to decide what they write. And I sit there and go, yeah, you do. As long as it's related to sports. You are 100% correct. If you want to write a sports article that exposes a sports team, and the people at Deadspin came out and said, absolutely not, we do business with them, and that's bad for us. Well, then you have an actual violation. That is wrong, and I would be the first person to stand with you and say, let's all call these bastards out. But if you believe that you have the right, because you put the title of journalist on, you walk into work and say, fuck you, I'm not going to do anything you tell me, I'm going to do whatever I want, I'd fire you in a heartbeat. And I think everybody who is not a quote-unquote journalist understands this.
Yeah, and well, now you have a lot of those Kotaku writers making tweets about solidarity, and it's like, solidarity for what? The guy was told, hey, do your actual job, don't do this, and he didn't listen and he got fired. That's how it goes when you have a job. job. You do what you're supposed to do. You do your job. I feel like, do you remember that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward won't do his job? And SpongeBob just goes, well, when I need a guy to do a job, I call him to do his job. Like,
oh my gosh, I feel like such a dick. I was putting up this reply to Mr. Barry, and I was gonna say, hi, I work for a sports site and I refuse to report on anything related to sports. I only want to report on things not related at all to what I'm supposed to report on. And I feel like such a dick because it's not really mocking the dude. He was fired. He's not currently working there. So let me just fix that. Hi, I was fired from a sports site because I refused There we go. Well, that fixes it now. That reads much better. Let's just go ahead and send Mr. Barry that message. Maybe he'll understand what I mean. Probably not.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. You know, if your job is to do a certain thing, you do that certain thing. Especially when somebody, it's like they gave him the warning too. You know, they were like, hey, stick to this and this alone. Stop doing your own thing. What do you expect? I got fired because I didn't stick to sports. Yeah, you didn't do your job. No shit.
What I love are, you had Jason Schreier basically come out saying, all the alt-right chuds coming out, tell me that. You're like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Like, honestly, I'm Arab and I can barely stand you talk. Like, your investigative pieces, legit journalism. When you start giving your opinions, you're just a jackass. Like straight up, you are an elitist jackass. Not alt-right people coming at you, it's normal people that you keep looking your nose down at. You went onto a dude's channel who currently has 1 million subscribers and you talk down to him the entire time. Let me be very clear, Yang Ye has more of a reach than that motherfucker does at Kotaku. So, you dug your own grave because you don't understand your audience at all.
You did?
I mean, straight up. But yeah, no, there are people all over Twitter saying things like, it's not just the solidarity, it's the, oh, if you're celebrating this, you're a terrible human being, you're awful. And I'm going like, how many times has Kotaku tried to shut other people down? Like, I mean, the quartering actually has the perfect response, and I'll just read it. Some say I shouldn't take joy at the prospect of mass layoffs at Kotaku. The very site that printed lies about me cost me financial opportunities and has done the same about countless others showing zero remorse. Pardon me while I locate the world's smallest violin. There you go. Kotaku has attacked other people, attacked other people's businesses, and these people didn't have companies to fall back on. You attacked independent people who didn't have a major company that they could fall back on. And now your major company was basically, you burned through all your money. They had to sell. Now you have a new owner and they're sitting there going like, you people are fucking worthless. And they got rid of you. How do you not understand it yet? I just don't get it.
Yeah, no, but yeah. You're a bad person if you're happy that they're no longer allowed to, just print lies and slander and do anything but their jobs.
And to act like this is something that they couldn't have seen coming is an absolute joke. We keep seeing digital media sites laying people off and trying to pull away from the rage bait, pull away from the politics, and go back to trying to actually build a core audience, right? But these writers do not understand any of that. All they understand are clicks for views for money. And I'm sorry.
Well, I think they're screwed either way. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna I think it's impossible. I think it's not impossible. I think it's way too hard to build a core audience. But at the same time, I also think it's ethically wrong to make rage bait articles. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though. Is it really an excuse to say it's hard to build a core audience? So
oh no, that's why I'm saying I think they're screwed either way.
Yeah, the thing is,
digital media.
Yeah, you can. The only part that I would feel somewhat bad for these people is that they did have people in charge of them, right? They had people there that were A-okay with all of it. They were A-okay with flooding the sites with political propaganda, and they were A-okay attacking their audience as long as it generated clicks. Well,
and places like the Quartering, they were A-okay with writing things that were just straight up false. Like, they printed a bunch of lies about the Quartering, for just one example, and he's not the only person they did it to.
No, of course not. But the thing is, they don't care about those people people losing their jobs, but they lost their jobs, and everyone should care, be respectful, and it's so mean. Like, how many times did these motherfuckers celebrate when somebody lost a job opportunity? How many times did they run to Twitter to brag and gloat and let everybody know how they took down this misogynist troll? You did this to yourselves, and the fact that you have no sympathy is I'll put it like this: you did this to yourselves. You lost the job because you were mismanaged. You had nobody at the helm, and they basically allowed children to run themselves into the ground, like most.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you allow children to run rampant for so long, and you try to pull the chains back.
They resist.
Yeah. And that's not the new owner's fault. I wouldn't have bought them to begin with, but it's not the new owner's fault. But children need a lesson taught to them every once in a while, and this is a major lesson for these kids.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, I feel bad. To be honest with you, the real person I feel bad for here is legit the new owner, who probably bought them and was like, okay, let me build something, right? Let me spend my capital to try and build something, employ people, give them a job.
And it's not like, I don't feel necessarily bad, because
sorry, let me just finish the point. When I say I feel bad for him, imagine being that person, right? Maybe he's a good guy, maybe he's a bad guy, I don't know. But imagine being that person. You spend all this money, you buy something, and you do it so that you can build something with it. And the very first day, you just have your entire staff with their pants at their ankles, shits on their foreheads, and they are just slamming their broken fingers into the keyboard, pump out whatever trash they can. Like,
no, I don't feel the reason and I get that, and it must be hard first day, but the reason I don't feel bad is because all he's got to do is fire these people and get different people.
Well, but I'll say this as someone who's been put in that position of having to fire people. I really doubt that was their intention when they bought the company. They intended to buy a failing company and just get rid of everything. The thing is, and I've been through stores that have transitioned between one owner to the next. I'll just tell you, it's a simple business thing. They spent a lot of money to buy the business. They don't need your problems. Sorry, like, you think that they care about your ideology? No. And the fact of the matter is, if you feel your ideology is so great with all of these layoffs that just keep happening, right? Because for some reason, all these things that they keep telling us work just don't. Why don't all these laid off writers pull their asses together, pull the pennies that they have together, and just go launch their own site? Why not try? But they can't. They're desperate for somebody else to give them a job. They can't do anything for themselves. These people are fucking pathetic.
Yeah, well, like, it's funny you say that, because we have mentioned the quartering, and he has his own media site that talks about games.
That's gotta sting, right? Imagine everybody at Kotaku has been who goes at the quartering nonstop, prints lies about the quartering nonstop, does everything that they can to just end the quartering. And today they have no job, nobody wants them, and the quartering has his own successful media site for gaming. Gosh, that's gotta burn. That's gotta hurt. Well, I hope it does.
Well, yeah, but the quartering's smart, and he's right though. Like, keep politics out of games. Just talk about the game. Tell me if a game's good or bad.
Well, because the thing is, they don't understand. Like, you could get all the clicks you want in the world, but that audience doesn't come back to you. You only clicked on that one, then you're looking for a new batch of people to get the next one. You're relying on algorithms to pump it out to people, because nobody is typing in, Kotaku.com to see what you posted. They're getting it links from somewhere else. That's where they would generate their traffic. They don't have a unique audience. If you don't have that, you're just not going to be successful. Period. If I work selling cars, man. If Toyota, right, biggest auto manufacturer, period, decided tomorrow to completely get rid of all of their hybrids, all of their trucks, and just sell SUVs, it would be done. It doesn't matter how great the brand was. We only wanted to sell one kind of car. Our customers are just going to go somewhere else. They're not all going to want to buy an SUV.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I look at it. It's basic business, but these people just don't get it. They want politics 24/7 and everything.
Well, I mean, but we know why. They want rage bait, and it does get you clicks. But you don't build a core audience, and you have no integrity. Like, it's,
they need
I don't know. Is there much more to say about this? Huh? Is there much more to say about this? Because, like,
if not really. Like, we've all seen this coming, and if you haven't seen it coming, like, where have you been?
Yeah.
Rage bait doesn't work. Most people, if they want news, they want news. They want games, they want games. They want sports, they want sports. Period. They don't want your personal opinion on everything. Hey, sometimes they do. Don't get me wrong. Clearly, YouTube is very successful because you have a lot of people do commentary channels. We're trying to be successful at it. Obviously, we're struggling.
Yeah, we're 3 less away from 400.
Yeah, well, we're the most undersubscribed YouTubers on YouTube. So.
Alright, well anyways, I think that's it for the video.
Yeah, no, please don't feel the need. I said this in the stream, don't feel the need to contact any of these people. I contacted Barry just because I'm a dick. But you don't need to be that way. You should be good people. You should be better people than Crow is. You don't need to spam anything at these people. You don't need to taunt them. They lost their jobs. The best thing for them now is legitimately to sit in silence and think about why their jobs. If you
I thought you were gonna say prayers. The best thing for them is prayers.
Well, I mean, no, the best thing for these people would literally be die and come back as better human beings, but that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Alright, guys, well, like I always say, the conversation does not end here. Oh, it's been a while since I've said this. The conversation does not end here. Tell us what you have to say in the comment section. Like the video, share it, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we will see you again next video.
Thanks, everybody. And remember, how did any of this affect Vic?